Coming up next, reaction to another setback for a Center County man fighting for his freedom.
It's the saddest thing. It's just really disappointing.
Plus, a Penn State student's dad is literally flying around the world to help Don. Find out why.
And as the Olympic curling controversy unfolds, we talk with a local group that's playing this unique sport. The Center County Report starts now.
Good afternoon, I'm AJ Nemitz.
And I'm Julia Henry. Thanks for joining us for the Center County Report. Our top story, more heartbreak for the family of a state college man whose conviction was thrown out, but he's still stuck behind bars. Reporter Maya Valerio is live in our studio with the latest. Maya?
Julia, Subu Vedam's legal fight has made national news. He spent years in prison for a murder he says he didn't commit. A judge agreed and ordered his release. But federal agents are still holding him on an old deportation order. An immigration judge ruled this week if he would be freed on bond. Penn State students and faculty gathered on campus to watch a live court hearing for Subu Vedam. The 64-year-old was hoping an immigration judge would free him on bond from a Pennsylvania ICE facility while his case moves forward. But the judge said no. Sasha Meinrath, president of the advocacy group Defending Rights and Dissent, was among those watching.
My hope was that the judge would recognize this miscarriage of justice and act accordingly. Unfortunately, the judge chose instead to continue this miscarriage of justice.
Vedam spent 4 decades in prison for murder before a judge overturned the conviction. The judge ordered his release last year, but ICE took him back into custody on a decades-old deportation order. He's been fighting that for months. Journalism professor Russell Frank, a longtime supporter of Vedam, says the denial is especially painful.
Just, you think you're like this close to regaining your freedom, and now it's 3-4 months and still no end in sight.
Frank has been visiting Vedam behind bars for over a decade.
He's had to be patient in a way that I can't even imagine being patient. He's had to endure disappointment after disappointment. My heart really just goes out to him.
In a statement released after the ruling, Vedam's sister said the family was saddened he would remain in detention after already serving decades for a crime he didn't commit. But they remain hopeful. She said, quote, "Subu is nothing if not resilient, and we're resolved to emulate the example he sets for us by focusing on the next step in his fight to freedom. We continue to believe his immigration case is strong and look forward to the day we can be together again." People told me gathering to watch wasn't just about the proceeding. It was about showing support for a local community member and bearing witness to a case they believe highlights broader problems in the justice system. I'm Maya Valeria reporting. Back to you.
Thanks, Maya. Another case making national news is the search for Nancy Guthrie in Arizona. And as reporter Bronwyn Liebert tells us, DNA evidence may be needed to solve it.
The search for Savannah Guthrie's missing mom, Nancy, has baffled investigators and fascinated the public for weeks. Authorities say as many as 50,000 leads have now poured in, with more than 1,600 tips submitted through the local tip line alone. Investigators also hoped a glove found 2 miles from the Guthrie's home could be a key break in the case.
Before finding the glove, this ring camera footage was the only solid lead investigators have. They're now saying the glove is similar to the one being worn by the man in the video, and DNA from it could be the key to solving this case.
Turns out, DNA from the glove did not match anyone in the national law enforcement databases. But experts we talked with here at Penn State say DNA may ultimately solve the case.
That's how powerful it is. It's as powerful, if not more powerful, than fingerprint analysis, which of course has been used for positive identification for decades or for centuries, really.
Founder of Forensic DNA Consultants and now professor at Penn State, Dr. Mitchell Holland says DNA can be found on just about any surface.
Whatever the surface may be that makes sense in terms of somebody may have touched it and left their DNA. So if you pick up a pencil and you use it to write something, you're leaving sloughed dead skin cells on the surface of that pencil.
While the glove didn't match anyone in the Combine DNA Index System or CODIS, Gloria Ruiz, a former DNA analyst now teaching at Penn State, says that can still change.
But it is uploaded in CODIS. So if anything, if somebody else from like Arizona has a profile, if it's uploaded and it matches, it's going to flag it.
Investigators in the Guthrie case hope just one key piece of evidence can help them crack the case and find the missing mom. In University Park, I'm Bronwyn Leiber for the Center County Report.
The FBI is offering a $100,000 reward in the Guthrie case.
Center County's CATA bus service will get a deep look into its efficiency and services thanks to a group of Penn State students. Over the past week, the Center County documenters, part of the Belisario College's News Lab, have covered the 18 weekly bus routes that serve the county, across times ranging from 7 a.m. to midnight. The students are riding the buses, surveying and reporting on bus conditions, and speaking with riders. Full results are expected in the coming weeks.
The State College School Board has approved the next step in the building of a new school. The board is seeking bids for the new Park Forest Middle School project. The new building will replace the existing school, which was built in 1971. It'll be across the street from the current building between Circleville Park and Valley Vista Drive in Patton Township. Construction is expected to begin in May.
Construction cones and jackhammers usually mean keep out, but in downtown State College, those obstacles are being turned into an invitation. Reporter Mia Tricarico shows us how the Calder Way construction crawl is helping local businesses.
Torn up roads and detours aren't exactly eye candy. In fact, for business owners on State College's Calder Way, they've historically been a nightmare. Phase 1 of construction last year was a $6.6 million headache that left local commerce and foot traffic stalled. Some shops reported a 20 to 30% drop in revenue. But this time, the Downtown State College Improvements District is trying to turn the rubbish into a resource. They're rebranding the latest construction disruption as the Calder Way Construction Crawl.
We're the biggest cheerleader for the businesses, and they trust us. They know that if we don't have the answer, we will get it for them, and we will find the resources. So unfortunately, with that comes along a lot of frustration, and it may not be directed towards us, but frustration in general with what's happening outside.
The crawl transforms a walk through the construction zone into a scavenger hunt, where kids can grab a free hard hat at the Growing Tree Toys, collect stickers from 12 participating businesses, and trade them in for a free activity book. While the kids are focused on the prizes, for longtime business owners like Stephen Miska, the excitement comes with a side of vibrating floorboards.
It's like they do one thing and then they go back and do something again and again and again, and it's probably a different thing, but every summer it's roads ripped up, alleyways ripped up.
Even with the construction hats and stickers, the reality remains that some of these businesses are still tucked behind these cages and cones, just inches away from heavy machinery. And although the noise may be temporary, business owners are hoping the support from the community isn't. But they're trying to make the best out of a tough situation. In State College, I'm Mia Tricarico for the Center County Report.
Parents, don't forget there's something in it for you too. Once your kids finish the crawl, you can enter to win a $150 downtown gift card at the Improvement District office. One winner is drawn every month.
After 40 years, Penn State School of Music is ending the Penn's Woods Music Festival. The university says the decision allows it to focus on initiatives that directly support student learning and professional development. School leaders say while the decision was tough, the festival's spirit will continue through new programs and partnerships designed to better serve students and the community.
This weekend, Penn State's Thon returns to the BJC as students raise millions of dollars to help families dealing with pediatric cancer. Reporter Brooke Casey is there live with the story. Brooke?
I'm live at the BJC, where in less than 6 hours, the 46-hour dance marathon is set to kick off. Now, while thousands of students get ready to stand against pediatric cancer, one Penn State parent took supporting his daughter to a sky-high level.
Every year, thousands of Penn State students spend months fundraising for Thon, a year-long effort that benefits families fighting pediatric cancer. The culmination is the 46-hour, no sitting, no sleeping dance marathon. For junior Maddie Tuckman, a Sigma Kappa member, Thon has been a big part of her college experience.
But this year, her dad took supporting her to a whole new level.
Well, we kind of was our one of our bucket list items. So Maddie was home for the holidays, and we said, what if we flew around the world and go eastward and then westward and raise money for Thon?
Mark Tuckman decided if he was going to raise money for Thon, he was going big. Literally flying around the world with his travel partner, not once, but twice, in just 7 days, and setting a world record in the process. Traveling from New York to Dubai to Sydney and beyond, documenting every stop on LinkedIn and his personal website to spread awareness for the cause. When Maddie first heard the idea,
just disbelief, I think is the best way to put it. I mean, ideas like this that come to him are very common, so it doesn't totally shock me when he was like, oh, let's just, break a world record and do it for Thon.
Still, she had questions.
The execution of it was more just where I was kind of confused with it all and was like, how are you going to put this all together?
But for Dad, the miles aren't the point.
We're extremely proud of her and everything her sorority's doing and just her involvement in that and a lot of other things she does. It's really nice.
It's just awesome.
And while the mission is fundraising, Mark is enjoying the journey, with one stop he's especially excited for.
Tokyo. We're going to go up to Mount Fuji and we're going to go on the speed train.
While Penn State students stand for 46 hours straight, Mark Tuckman is circling the globe, twice. Different efforts, but the same mission, all for the kids.
Mark set out to raise $44,101 across his 7-day journey. He surpassed that total before his first takeoff. As of this morning, Mark has raised over $55,000 for Thon. His final flight is set to land at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time Sunday, just 2 hours before Thon concludes. Live at the BJC, I'm Brooke Casey. Now back to you guys.
What an incredible journey. Thanks, Brooke. Still to come, is a weekend storm on the way?
And a local curling club weighs in on the Olympic controversy. Also coming up, how 2 student entrepreneurs created a new game that's already taking off.
When we first met Todd, he was singing a song, and I was like, wow, look at this kid with the biggest smile.
Todd's a joy.
Yes.
Todd's really is a great joy.
And you.
Learn about adopting a teen at adoptuskids.org.
Eyes forward. Don't drive distracted.
Children are the greatest joy and our best hope for a better future. Friends, they are the future. But did you know that millions of kids are facing hunger every day? Food is not just food. It's energy, health, confidence, hope, and even love. Yes, love.
Thank you!
Learn more about how No Kid Hungry is helping end child hunger in America at helpnokidhungry.org.
Keep going, keep going.
Multiple studies have shown that marijuana can slow both driver reaction and response time, which can be really dangerous. He's here. He's here. Wait. What? I can't drive. Why? My. Oh.
Pennsylvania students will soon be spending more time practicing their penmanship. Governor Josh Shapiro just signed a new law making cursive handwriting a required part of school curriculum. Studies show teaching script boosts fine motor skills, helps students read historical documents, and sign important papers. The new law adds Pennsylvania to the growing list of states reinstating cursive writing. Schools across Pennsylvania will start building this into classes as early as next school year.
What started as a classroom project turned into so much more for 2 Penn State students. Reporter Olivia Swigert has that story.
Most college students expect a final grade for a class project,
But for these two Penn State students, their assignment grew beyond the classroom.
It was called the Startup Case Study, and we had to choose a very specific pain point in the world to address. And the pain point that we chose was the lack of emotional intelligence.
The issue as they see it, too many people tied to their phones and becoming less social. So Charlie Jacobs and Joe Leazza created a board game that helps you build stronger connections with your friends. This is Now You Know, a game to find the hidden truth about your closest friends. It takes icebreakers to a new level and creates meaningful conversation without feeling forced. Daniel Semmett was one of the first people to play.
Now, due to advancing technology, a lot more people are kind of moving towards antisocial tendencies. I got to play the game and I really enjoyed playing it.
The duo has offered pop-ups around State College to introduce the game and were even approached by mixed martial artist Bo Nickel. The events led to more than 100 pre-orders for the game. They also won second place for their pitch to the Happy Valley Launchbox, winning $1,000, which went straight to their project. They know everyone won't love the game, but they value the feedback.
Understand that people are going to give us negative feedback, and it's important not to have a fixed mindset and say this is great whether people give us the feedback we want to hear or not.
From sketches to sales, they can't wait to get the game on the shelves. In State College, I'm Olivia Swigart with the Center County Report.
Now You Know is expected to release during the first week of April. For more information, visit nowyouknowgame.com. And until Sunday, 20% of all sales benefit Penn State Thon.
It has been a warm, albeit wet, lead up to your Thon weekend. But is that warmth forecasted to continue? Right now we're sitting at 39 degrees with a slightly noticeable wind chill, bringing our feels-like temperature down to 34. Now across the Commonwealth, we're seeing similar temperatures of high 30s, low 40s, but in the western portion, they are getting a bit warmer with those southwest winds making its way up to the mountains and then being blocked in. Now that's not expected to hit us until later in the afternoon, where we'll be seeing temperatures up to 50 degrees. But right now, that wind chill's keeping us a little bit lower in the mid 30s. But the main concern for today is that rain. Now the bulk of it missed us this morning just to the north, but we are expecting scattered showers throughout the rest of today. Now, so if you're going to Thon, make sure you pack a rain jacket or an umbrella, or maybe get on the buses a little bit early. I know they're going to be packed, especially with this wet weather, and that is being brought from a disturbance over the Great Lakes that is just spinning and bringing the instability and moisture needed for that wet weather to occur. Now, most of that wetness is going to be gone as we get into the later hours of tonight. As I mentioned, most of it's going to be gone by this morning, but we are going to be seeing a stray shower or flurry here or there as we head into the overnight hours. Now, as we head into Saturday, things are going to be clearing up. We're going to be seeing partly sunny skies, and conditions overall are just going to be pretty nice on Saturday. So if you don't get out to Thon this Friday, make sure you get out there tomorrow. Now, after that nice Saturday, we are expecting snow totals of 1 to 3 inches in State College and surrounding areas. So if you have anyone coming up for the weekend, make sure you let them know about the impact in travel conditions. Now, a quick temperature recap. Today is going to be the warmest day of the week, a little bit wet, but a high of 51 degrees, so conditions aren't going to be too terrible. Temperatures are going to be dropping a little bit as we head into overnight. Winds are going to be picking up, but clouds are expected to clear just a little bit tomorrow. We're going to be seeing a lot of that sun, so even though it's going to be a little bit colder, conditions are going to be overall quite pleasant. Now, as we head into the next week, unfortunately, that sun isn't forecasted to last, and we might be seeing that rain transition into snow.
Yeah, well, I know for sure that this wet weekend certainly won't dampen spirits here with
Yeah, I'm just happy we're out of the zeros and the low single-digit temperatures, so I'm just glad we're above that now. And someone else who's happy with that, it's Fernando with sports.
Thanks, guys. Coming up in sports, how 5 Nittany Lions finished at the Olympics. And as the world focuses on a curling controversy, we check in with a curling club right here in Central PA to get their opinions.
Hey there, I'm Lance Bass, and this is Chip.
And if you're like me, your pets mean the world to you. And if disaster strikes, saving them is a priority. Learn how to keep your best friends safe at AmericanHumane.org.
I don't remember how it started.
Go to that.
Our back and forth. It always came back.
Dad!
You probably don't remember what you told me,
That was perfect.
but I heard every word.
With Julia's autism, loud sounds can be too much.
But she still loves to make music.
Yeah.
Play band.
Early screening for autism can make a lifetime of difference. Find out more at screenforautism.org.
I'm Fernando Martinez with sports. Penn State Wrestling will take on Princeton tonight after clinching the Big Ten regular season title last week against Ohio State. In front of a record crowd of more than 16,000, the Nittany Lions beat the Buckeyes 36-5. It's their 6th consecutive regular season title and 85th straight dual win. They'll celebrate senior night tonight. Levi Haynes is the only graduating starter. Penn State hockey is back in action this weekend at Pegula Ice Arena for a Big Ten series against rival Ohio State. The Nittany Lions are 11-4 at home this season, but they got some bad news this week. Team captain Dane Dawiak is out for the season after an injury, but Coach Guy Gadowski says Dawiak will still be involved.
That's going to be significant there, but he's still our captain. He's very much involved. He brings great value as a captain and a leader, and he still will.
The series begins tonight with a puck drop scheduled for 8:30 p.m. Penn State basketball is on the road to play number 9 Nebraska tomorrow. It's another tough challenge for the struggling Nittany Lions. They're coming off a game this week where Penn State didn't score for the opening 6.5 minutes. Rutgers came out of the gates firing, jumping out to a 9-0, then a 16-2 lead. Mike Rhodes' squad outscored Rutgers in the second half, but the 20-point lead was too much to overcome. Now to high school basketball. State College boys basketball has advanced in the playoffs after becoming District 6 champions. The Little Lions beat Mifflin County 53-45 last night in Crescent. It's the Lions' 5th straight district title and the 3rd year in a row they beat the Huskies in the championship. State College girls basketball also played for a District 6 championship last night, but lost to Altoona 51-35. 5 Penn Staters have wrapped up competing at the Olympics. In women's hockey, Tessa Janicki became the first Nittany Lion to win a gold medal at the Winter Olympics as Team USA beat Canada in overtime. Jessica Adolfsson and Nicole Hall, playing for Team Sweden, finished 4th as they came up short in the bronze medal game. Matilde Fantin finished as the leading scorer for Italy with 3 goals. And Dan Barefoot finished 20th in skeleton and 10th in the mixed team event. Also at the Olympics, every 4 years, curling has its time in the spotlight, but this year it's been filled with controversy, sparking conversations on rule enforcement and sportsmanship as far away as here in State College. It's late night on a Tuesday at Pegula Ice Arena, and curling is taking over center ice. Penn State's curling club held a Learn to Curl and skill session to teach people about this curious sport. It's also been in the worldwide spotlight this week at the Olympics during a cheating scandal.
You know, we're not really a sport that
engenders controversy. It's called a gentleman's sport most of the time.
Cheating allegations began during Canada's match against Sweden, with a Canadian curler accused of double-touching his stone. No violation was called, but it led to fiery confrontations between both teams, and more cheating accusations popped up in other matches too.
Yeah, it was definitely an unusual situation with the Canadian team and the reaction afterwards.
Curling is a team sport where players slide stones toward targets and use brooms to sweep the ice to change the stone's speed and direction. At Penn State's club curling event, team members explained what the controversy is about.
So double touch is we have the black hog line. You're supposed to release the stone before the hog line. So he releases the stone and then he touches it again. And that's illegal because as soon as you release your stone for your throw, you should be off the stone completely.
The sport's governing body said it would step up monitoring at the Olympics. The controversy and worldwide coverage in Italy has increased attention for the sport.
I think it helps the sport grow, especially like someone like me that plays. I get to tell them more about the sport, and like I get to have them understand certain parts of the sport that they would have never known about. So I think overall, any attention is good attention.
Despite pleas for video replay, Olympic play in curling will still be played without it, as medal matches are set to be played this weekend. That's all for sports. Now guys, it's going to be a very busy weekend here in State College. We got Thon and we got all these sporting events. What are you guys looking forward to the most this weekend?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to hockey, see how the team's going to bounce back after their captain Dane Doyak's out for the season. I'm just really interested in how they're going to battle back from that.
Yeah, and it's the perfect way to break up those 46 hours, just hopping right across the street to Pagula to watch those hockey games. Thanks, Fernando. Now, still to come, a Pennsylvania Girl Scout becomes a TikTok sensation after taking selling Girl Scout cookies to a whole new level. Find out what you did after the break.
Hear that? That's the sound of your life. Perfectly imperfect. But every time you drive after drinking, the music gets drowned out. Your life sounds pretty great. Don't let a buzz ruin it. Buzzed driving is drunk driving. Don't drive buzzed.
There's been another deadly shooting at a local elementary school. According to authorities, the suspect acquired the gun from a family member's home before using it to take the lives of innocent children and teachers.
Store your gun securely, locked, unloaded, and away from ammo.
When it comes to disasters and emergencies, it's not a matter of if, but when.
I'm relying on luck, but who knows if it'll be on my side.
Let's prepare so we all have a better story to tell. Take control at ready.gov/olderadults.
When I was 10, my mom got deported. We had a difficult time, and I feel that's why I didn't get to finish school. My husband is really supportive in a way that he pushed me to go back to school.
She wants to have a career so her kids can look up to her.
They both keep me motivated to go to school, and they see that if I do it, like they can do it too, you know? I feel that everything's possible.
Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org.
For decades, I've taught you everything I know. How to safely build a fire, and how to control the flames. But I can only teach wildfire prevention. Only you can prevent wildfires.
Six-year-old Girl Scout Pim Neal from the Pittsburgh area has set a record. She sold the most Girl Scout cookies ever in Pennsylvania. Her TikTok post received over 1 million views, and she sold to over 15,000 customers. Pim sold more than 106,000 boxes since cookie season started last month, and it's not over yet. She still has until cookie sales end March 22nd.
And Julia, that just goes to show that there's no such thing as too many Girl Scout cookies.
Never.
That's all for today's newscast. We hope you'll join us next Friday for our next local news update.
But you can follow us anytime for breaking news on our Center County Report X, and you can see our stories on our Facebook page, Instagram, YouTube, and our website. Have a good weekend.
No young person should ever have to worry about having a safe place to sleep at night, or whether anyone cares about them.
But the reality is, 1 in 10 young adults will experience a form of homelessness this year.
For over 50 years, Covenant House has been helping youth in crisis and giving them the support and tools they need to succeed in life. To learn more, go to covenanthouse.org today. Thank you for caring.
In Iraq, our truck hit a roadside bomb. I had about 16 surgeries on my hand so that I could regain function. And when I came home, I needed a new roof due to a storm. And I was about to lose homeowners insurance as well. I applied for Operation Homefront Critical Financial Assistance Program. And it's good to know that when we come home, there are people who are there that care about us. Operation Homefront, they've really been a blessing.
I'm Sandra, this is Jorge, and we were adopted in 2019. I remember when they first came to us, Michael was already a teenager. The whole cliche of they're so lucky to have you guys, and it's the other way around. They have changed our family for the better. They chose to love us. They didn't have to. They chose us. Family.
Learn about adopting a teen from foster care. You can't imagine the reward. Visit adoptuskids.org.
The new Walk MS experience was so uplifting. All of us are coming together, not only for that walk day, but for every day.
I love the energy at Walk MS. It is community, it is family. I can ride that high for the rest of the year.
A cure is on the line for me.
A cure is on the line for all of us.
It's a stunning Asian country with huge mountains, lakes, and bustling cities. But it also features thousands of miles of rich farmland and a history of nomads.
This is Kazakhstan, the 9th largest nation in the world.